Neotokyo Kshatriya, developed by my old buddy Bugsy in the Source engine. Welcome. Let me just adjust the mouse. Strong opening. I really love the matrix green hues you have set the city in. The attention to detail is great too. And the music. This really works. This really looks like a decent production. Especially considering that this is your first Source mod. Oh yes, for those uninitiated, I also do a few voice lines in this game in case you hear me talk twice. That's why. Right, let's check out the meteorite. There's one of these spider bots on the wall also. First time I'm seeing this. The little flying thing in the sky. There's some rubble underwater, which is a nice touch. I have to adjust to this too, because I'm really not used to consider the underwater also a part of the level. And he speaks Japanese, which is nice. And the pipes on the wall were two-dimensional. But it works. I really miss this kind of rendering. I think it looks very good.
Are you a fucking geologist now? Why are you so
Also credit to you, this has an almost professional sheen to it.
Trust me more, Katsu. This.
And I kind of like that you can see the polygons on the tunnel. It's nostalgic in that way. The lighting is great also. Except for little inconsistencies like this being red, but the door opens anyway. Or maybe the door opens because the interface is broken. That would actually make sense. But the player will likely read this as logged. It's very good for the pacing to start this off with a little environmental puzzles and some traversal, rather than just dropping the player into full-on combat. It sets the mood, you know.
I mean, I really should have had you do this.
Sparks flying, dust particles in the air.
I do know the terrain better though.
It looks better than the majority of Source mods, and I have played quite a few. Light blending in. I have to get used to the controls again. Which is strange, because most first-person shooters control alike, but you have to get used to every single one once you start playing. I don't know why that is. There are just subtle little differences in the motion. Yeah, that you need to adjust to. Here we see my favorite fuse box.
Where am I?
Well, you're not augmented, so I can't track you. A rich man with a natural body. That's something you don't see much these days.
Also a great blend of your own media and stock stuff and what S-Radiate gave you. It all clicks together well. Those pipes are a little ugly, but I'm pretty sure that nobody gives a damn. I can tell that these aren't interactive, they are way too small. This part here I'm not sure about. I think you should remove this puddle because it's fucking ugly. I mean, look at that. Take it out. Come on.
Alright, I think I'm here.
These models are ancient. But it's cool to see them again. This grunge little area is actually my favorite part of the game, just the way it looks. It's so fucking disgusting, it's awesome. Imagine working somewhere and then coming home to sleep in this. I would consider a life of crime right away. Awesome detail, really. City feels alive. Despite there being absolutely zero NPCs in this area. This part is a bit... yeah. Because this cardboard box is the last thing I would pick up to break the window, but the other things are static. Yeah, the player will figure it out, but I have to mention it anyway. You use a lot of two-dimensional props, which is actually not that noticeable. It's not as noticeable as you would think. Now it's time for some fucking action.
This is the police. Isaac Preston, we have a warrant for your arrest. You have 30 seconds to comply or we will be required to assert...
30 seconds to comply is a bit on the short side. Before they're going to use lethal force. Let's get these guys down. Love the helicopter, the way it flies in. I wonder if this has been done with map logic or if this has been animated. Probably animated, I mean look at its way. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to make it. Boom. Alright, fine, let's use violence.
This is the police. Isaac Preston, we have a warrant for your arrest. You have 30 seconds to comply or we will be required to assert lethal force.
The cocaine thing is a nice touch. I've never done blow, personally. I have a feeling that it's going to be a drug that I gotta stay away from. I already have a giant ego. Alright, different path. Yeah, take that. What is it you call police officers in the States? Is it hogs or pigs? Also shit like this is why this game is a notch above the rest. You get this little Frogger traffic section, while most FPS source mods are just wall-to-wall shooting and eventually you have to find a keycard. Shit like this you just don't see that much.
Don't ask questions. You have to get everyone out now.
Now we're going to play my character.
The artifact. If they were able to find me, they will definitely be able
who is apparently a raging alcoholic, which is very true to life. At least it used to be. Look at the cityscape, awesome. My little nightmare room here.
Hey, guys,
But I have a rock, that's something.
Hideout in the Undercity.
drop everything and get ready to leave.
It's cool that you have the guys helping out in this section, but they do tend to get in the way. Animations are fluid.
Here already.
I play on easy mode for this video. Just because it's not going to be much fun if I fail these a couple times. Just great. The way this plays out is awesome. And it's just so wonderful to see that you can make the game you always wanted to make with all the parkour elements you wanted to have.
Sec.
Katsu, thank God. Don't ask questions. You have to get everyone out now. The feds will be there any minute. They came for me when I got to my apartment with the artifact. If they were able to
Let's
find
try this again.
they will definitely be able to find you.
Hey, guys,
You have to meet me in my hideout in the Undercity.
drop everything and get ready to leave.
Good. Yeah. You don't have much time. Stay on the line with me so I know you're okay.
Here already.
This is a nice touch. The explosive gas tank. I ended up shooting my own guys. He's blocking me now, and I really want that AR-15 because it's one of my favorite guns in your game so far. Look at that. Yup.
Okay.
Look at that reload, it's wonderful. I could just take out the guys on this difficulty level, but that would break all the momentum. So we keep it moving. There's just something lost when game had this level of visual fidelity. Some kind of artistry that is no longer present in the pseudo-realistic look we have now, and the way that levels are designed now. Something was lost when we went from using brushes to making everything out of models and geometry meshes. Brushes were kinda cool. I mean, I hate them, but they were kinda cool. I also like how the pistol is the most accurate weapon in the game so far. Little Asian tower in the background on the building. Everything has a lot of personality. And the Neotokyo license is a good fit for this. And that was the demo. I know it's a little bit older and everything I said has been said a dozen times by now probably, but it's really an achievement that you have managed to make it this good. You and your buddies, of course, but damn. I was always addressing you, Bugsy, but this is actually in a public video, so that's going to be a bit jarring. Oh, well, it's too late now. My only real criticism is that there could be a few more city sounds in the fighting levels. But that's a minor thing that can be changed at any point. Other than that, I don't really have anything that I could complain about, so that was the video. Good job, guys. See you in the next one.